Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Cleveland. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Hey, alert 33. Topper!
Here's Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mayfield to throw it. It's caught. Beckham. 7 yards there and a first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards that time. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
King!
3rd and long for Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. Charles, 54 yards, I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length. Because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know? Maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Show it up. Show it up. Easy. Sonny, let's go. It's time to play.
We're scoreless after one.
Ready? Black 25.
57. Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Wait.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Let's go. Serve on. Watch the screen. Sponge. Easy.
57.
Here we go. Hey.
Get ready.
Now on 2nd and 13. Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Jameis to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Burris. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well, and you would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the All-Pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
Well, as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the All-Pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so, and I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those, and he deserves it. Carried that team throughout the season and got better in their bigger games.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Mayfield. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Seibert's kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Winston. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Browns drive about to get started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Throwing, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Mike, 45. Hey, let's get this.
Hey, orbit.
Check Mike. Hey. Here we go, D.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. They'll let it go deep for Beck. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Following the interception, Winston. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Winston. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. But now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop.
Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 26 yards. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Crunch time, defense. Easy. Follow. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
From the gun, Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Yo. Easy. Watch the motion. Wait.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he slings one that's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Wait.
Jameis again. Jones has it. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
57's the mic. Easy. 30. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike's 57.
To the air again with Winston. It's caught. Jones. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sione Taki. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Third and long for Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To throw, Mayfield. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's second down. Well, you got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it up.
It's caught inside the 25. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 55 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Mayfield now. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Seibert on for the PAT. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mack Wilson gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Another try after the first down sack. Winston, this into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. Airing this one out for it. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 83 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Gay is up and good as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. This to perhaps salt this one away. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. This to perhaps salt this one away. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he does have a good leg, I'll give him that, but not that good.
Not by a long shot.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 30. 57. Easy. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. That'll bring up second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Easy. 57's the mark. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Hey, let's get it for purpose.
On second down, Winston again. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 30 yards there. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
At the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Green, cover team.
57. Mike, 57.
Winston to throw it this time. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Fourth down, Winston. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Brashad Perriman there to make the grab as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Under crunch.
Joker, 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 Joker.
He's back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This will be taken very short. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last for.
A long time.
No doubt.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Now Winston. And he fires one, but incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Check, easy. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Mike, 53.
Now Winston on 4th down. He's got Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Ready? Black 22.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Easy. Hey. Wait.
Check Mike, 51, 57. They can't hang with us.
Here we go.
Winston. Complete to Jones. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Ready? Blue light. 57 to Mike. Target. Hey, stop. 30.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. I guess we can call that a welcome to the NFL moment right there, and he came in with open arms and knocked it through.
Yeah, how about that? It's almost surely a game winner, right? And, you know, rookie kickers, usually the leash is kind of short, isn't it? I think they went ahead and got that extended model for him now after making that kick.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
16.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.